Hi, I'm Uncle Mark. Welcome to my video here on just replacing a wiper blade on a GMC Terrain is what it is. Pretty easy to do. I'm going to show you step by step and some suggestions as to what kind of wiper blade you can buy. I think it's the same on the Equinox. This is on the Terrain. If you flip the wiper up and hold it there, you'll see there's a little button, square button right there. If you, that's what we're going to have to push. So two hands will probably work out. I'm holding the camera, but if you can push it and then pull the wiper blade up at the same time, it should unlock and wiper blade whole unit should come out. It's that easy. And that's the button right there that you were pushing through that other piece. That's what it looks like apart. So I got an aftermarket one for this, thinking it's going to be exactly the same. Not really. It works, but some minor differences the way it's made, maybe for copyright, something like that. It will slip in there, it will attach. But I found out once it was in there, it was a little bit sloppy compared to the new one, or the factory one. Factory one's on top. You see the little difference in design? They made it work, but I think the factory one, in my opinion, is better. Up to you, though. This aftermarket one did work. So it's just going to slide in the top here. And I'll show you around the back. There's a couple of little fingers or edges there that it's going to go in between. See one there and see one there. So you want to go in between that and the rest of the wiper arm. It just basically slides in ever so gently like that. Of course, it's going to be a lot easier for you to do, and it should click. And put the wiper blade down and it's done. So I'll show you again from a different angle. Slides in. Remember those little fingers. This has got to slide inside. There's that piece there that goes underneath. You'll see when you try and do it. And click and make sure it's locked in there so it doesn't fall out. And you should be good. It was that easy. I've got other videos on the GMC Terrain at the top right corner there. There's a card, click on that and you'll see more. And if you're new to the channel, here's a sample of some things you can expect from the channel. Hi, I'm Uncle Mark. Welcome to my channel. Just changing a bulb on a 2012, I believe it is, GMC Terrain. It's a rear signal light bulb. It also does the brake and it does the parking light. So the way to get at it is to open the hatch. If I can get this thing opened, looks like I'm going to need to use the key. And you'll see inside here there's a couple hidden screws that hold the light in. So this is wintertime and it's kind of mucky. They've been on some gravel roads. I couldn't believe all the junk that's in here. So I'm just going to try and just clean it off here a little bit. You may have to do the same. I think next time they go to the car wash, they should maybe open the hatch and spray this out. It's in behind these little caps here that are hiding the screws. You'll see there's just a little place in there that you can get your screwdriver or whatever you're using underneath there to pop these out. Don't lose them. So there's one there and there's one just a little lower. Same kind of idea. Gently pop them out. Sometimes easier said than done. Maybe I need a little smaller screwdriver kind of thing. Ugh, in the mud. And then I'm going to try and use a 10mm socket on it. Of course, everything's so slippery because of the mud. You could also use Phillips screwdriver. That works just as well. They're not in very tight because I think they're going into like a plastic nut in behind there. So grab those two and set them aside somewhere so that you don't lose them. It's pretty easy to get this all apart. Once we pull this out, we'll be able to get to the bulbs, or maybe you just want to change the whole light. Maybe it's broken, the assembly. So once the screws are out, it should just pop out towards you. You're going to pull it this way. Now, you might be able to get your fingernails in behind there and give it a little pop. I'm going to do something that could be dangerous. I'm going to gently pry just a little bit. This is so easy to break these. Plastic's fragile. There you go. There's a couple little fingers that go in a couple little holes there, and that's actually holding the light in place there. Try to sit this somewhere so it doesn't fall out, and I can get you a little closer. There's those little fingers. Now the bulb is in behind here. Turn it counterclockwise like a quarter turn, not even that, and it should just pop out. There it is. Careful not to break or drop the rest of the light. This should just wiggle out. There you go. Now this bulb, we'll take a look at it and see what the number is. Looks like it's a 3157. You can check your owner's manual, but 3157 is the number on there. You get your new one. And it goes in nice and easy. There's no wrong way to put it in. Oh, we'll show you if you want to take the whole light assembly out. It's just held in with a clip, this wire. Wiggle it enough and give it a good pull. There you go. And the whole assembly can come out, and you can get your replacement, I guess. Pull this wire, clip it back on. If I can see where that clip is now. It just holds the wires so that they don't get caught somewhere. Then we can get our bulb. Like I say, boy, my hands are dirty. And it fits either way. There's only two ways it can pop in there, and either way works. That's good. And then that'll screw back in. Now this only fits one way as well. There's 3 notches in here. One of them's quite a bit wider than the other, so it can only go in one way. If it doesn't go in, move it like a quarter turn or so. Try it there. If that doesn't work, move it another quarter of a turn, then see if it'll pop in. Now, as I mentioned, we've got these little fingers at the front of the light. I'm going to spray them with something. Maybe it'll make it a little easier to, the rubber won't be hanging on as hard next time. Whenever next time is. It's got some lubricant. Hopefully that'll make it a little easier for it to pop in. And next time, because the bulb will burn out again probably. And they just go straight in. Just got to watch and make sure that wire isn't getting tangled around one of those little fingers, as this one was. There we go. It's out of the way now. Line them up in there. And just push and it should snap in. And we just have those 2 screws to put back in. They're Phillips, like you say, or they're the 10mm, whichever works better for you. Most people have at least the Phillips screwdriver. Bulbs aren't very expensive. You can get them just about anywhere. Auto parts store, hardware stores. You could go to a GM dealership if you wanted. Now put these little pieces back in. See, one side has got just a little tab, the other side's got the big tab. If you want to watch in the bloopers, you'll see Mark as he's going blind which way not to put them. So the little tab goes in the top, and the big tab is what holds it in place. So it should snap. So the little tab goes towards the top. That goes in first, and then give it a little snap. And there you go. And they work. Ta-da!